I think it's pretty safe to say my 605 Extreme Centre console has a bit of an identity crisis. It's not sure if it's a big small boat or a small big boat, but it's absolutely packed with features. From the 140 Suzuki down the back, all the way through to the Savage at the front, and everything in between, this boat is an absolute gem, jam-packed full of features, and I can't wait to take you through it. Launching a boat can be stressful for a lot of people, but when it comes to doing it the right way, the boat catch makes all the difference. So I've got a boat catch on both G-Fab trailers for my big boat and my smaller boat, and they make launching so easy. Suzuki is in, ready to go. All I do, give it a few revs, it pushes the boat up the trailer, I then grab the cord, and when I pull this cord, it literally disconnects the boat from the trailer. She's done. How easy is this? Into reverse, and I'm away with no wet feet. Now it's time to talk about the work of art that is my G-Fab trailer. People often do hundreds, even thousands of hours of research on what sort of boat they're going to buy. Then they buy a boat and they jam any trailer under it, and that is a massive mistake. When I got my extreme boats out of New Zealand, I went to G-Fab because they actually custom built the trailer to fit the boat perfectly. And it is a work of art. When you look at these welds, when you look at the construction and all the little things they've done, it'll blow your mind. One of the big points I said to the team at G-Fab is that this boat is going to be launched in some pretty weird locations, into rivers, off beaches, etc. And I set them a challenge. Can you do an extendable drawbar? Well, they succeeded and blew me away. I can extend the drawbar by 1.8 metres, which gives me that extra reach to get the boat into those awkward positions. The other thing too, bigger tyres and rims, and 2 spare tyres in case I'm off the beaten track and things go wrong. Everything about this trailer is a work of art, and it looks after my extreme boat just beautifully. So make sure you do the research to put the best trailer under your beloved boat, because at the end of the day, it's the only thing keeping it off the bitumen. The whole rig is powered by a 140 horsepower Suzuki. Beautiful engine. It does everything you expect from a quality engine. Fantastic fuel economy, lightweight, heaps of power. But for me, the most important thing is the Suzuki Clean Ocean project. Suzuki has long been known as the ultimate outboard motor, but now with the environmental benefits of the Suzuki Clean Ocean project, they've lifted to a whole new level. Today we're on the Mornington Peninsula on the shores of Port Phillip Bay, and behind me, this 140 horsepower Suzuki engine was recently fitted with a microplastic collection device. The benefit of this, as you're driving around in the bay, it is literally picking up microplastics out of the water, so whilst you're going fishing, going boating or enjoying the water, you're actually doing the right thing by the environment. And this is the secret weapon that is doing so much good. It is literally so easy to install. We retrofitted this to my 140 in about 5 minutes. The great news too, it does not affect the performance of your outboard in any negative way, and there are no negative implications on the environment. In fact, it's doing good for the environment. Since fitting the device, we've covered 11 hours of engine time on Port Phillip Bay, and the results have been astounding. This unit has actually picked up microplastics, but on a positive note, not a lot because the bay is in such healthy condition. Interestingly though, results from other countries around the world have shown that they have more pollution in the water, and therefore the device collected more microplastics. So the facts are simple. Suzuki is not just the ultimate outboard motor, they're also doing incredible things for the environment. So check out the Suzuki Clean Ocean project. It is an amazing thing. Well, some pretty fancy gadgets here in my cockpit. One of them that I love so much is a scan strap. This thing here, it actually picks up your mobile phone, slip that in there, so you've got your phone ready to access at all times, and it charges it wirelessly, so good. Plus I've got other power over here for charging everything. Of course, beautiful Humminbird Solix 12, more about that soon. Trim tabs, I've never had them on a small boat before, so handy. All my Suzuki controls are there, and then I've got everything I need here, marine radio and a pumping sound system. You want to see the tunes I play when you're not around. I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. And of course the old Sav winch, up and down she goes. Absolute gem. When I first went to New Zealand and saw this boat, the thing that blew me away the most was this storage hatch. It is just not what you expect in a boat of this size. You can quite comfortably sit in here, no dramas at all. I've actually put my camera in here to save you from the rain. There's storage underneath there. There's 2 seats, batteries underneath here as well. It is absolutely ridiculous to think that much can fit in that smaller space. Then that goes down, and just perfectly, you've got an incredible seat here as well. It is an amazing setup. Now, when I spoke to the team at Extreme, I tried to explain that fishing in Australia is a little bit different to New Zealand. We do a lot of fishing standing on the deck of the boat. And we finally worked it out, we come up with this system. 2 steps up to this beautiful platform. You can physically fit at least 2 people up here, and this lean bar, absolutely amazing. I've been offshore casting at tuna, leaning on this in a big sea. It is so good. Then you go bream fishing. Again, up here on the lean post, casting for bream, Murray cod, and the lean bar, it actually pulls out, which is really handy, particularly when you're traveling on the road, etc. So, comes out, store it wherever you want, and it reveals this beautiful deck that has so many different features. The water snake, GeoSpot, GPS electric, it is an amazing piece of work. Basically slide the collar up, it's got an extra long shaft, and the fact that it has an anchoring device, you pull up on fish anywhere, hit the button, it will hold you in stealth mode so you can just fish away and have an absolute ball. This thing, again, absolute game changer. Moving along in the center here, the old Sav winch, never leave home without it. It changes the game because basically when you're whiting fishing, etc., you're going to move more often because it's nice and easy. You don't have to worry about pulling the anchor up. And again, the fact that it hits the deck so quickly gets you right in that spot, and that's why I love the old Sav winch. Humminbird, I've got 2 sounders on this boat, the Solix 12 here and the Solix 12 on the dash. This Humminbird here, the Solix 12, is connected to this 360-degree transducer. So basically it's in the water, it is looking around your entire boat. You can be casting at the front, look and go, oh, there's fish 12 meters behind me, turn around and cast, bang. Absolutely unbelievable technology. I just love this center console. It actually has a lot of practical features. Rod holders on both sides, really handy. Cup holders for the obvious. And the walk around is actually wide enough that you can get through without hitting your ankles all the time with your legs. And you can actually fish from here, which is really, really cool. Then when you get to the back end of the console, it's got a fantastic grab rail there, which I use all the time. And the windscreen is actually wide enough and high enough that it gives you protection from the wind. This seat is an absolute gem. Storage, just ridiculous. The other thing I love, the lean bar. So if I'm facing the back of the boat, I've got a lean bar to look at my rods. When I'm driving, it goes that way, so you can face that way, so handy. You can also easily remove it, which we do sometimes when we're filming, because we use this as a bit of a platform and a bench. The other great thing too, Esky fits underneath this, out of the way, and the whole thing unbolts and comes out, so you've got this massive workspace if you ever need it. So 2 big hatches down the back here that house my batteries. I've got 3 Seamaster batteries on this boat in total. Always important to make sure you've got the best battery because without that you have nothing. This I love. Massive window on my live bait tank, great access. It also acts as a step to get out of the boat when I'm diving, etc. Not only just fresh water pumping through there, I also have the ability to put aeration on. So I catch fish in a saltwater environment, come in a marina where it's more fresh, I just put the aeration on and my baits will live overnight. That is very, very cool. So you've got 2 massive drawers here, absolutely amazing. They both lock, so they don't come open at sea. And then you've got a massive bait board, 4 rod holders at the back for preparing baits, etc. And all this comes apart nice and easy for cleaning. Down the back here, 2 built-in tuna tubes, which are absolutely brilliant for game fishing, and a ladder, so that when we go diving, that drops in, this lifts out, and you've got incredible access to the water. So that explains some of the features and benefits of my beautiful 605 Extreme Center console. Everyone sees the 795 Game King. It is the wow factor and they just are blown away. But this little boat here, I'm telling you, it packs a real punch and I absolutely love it. Well, that's enough sitting still. Let's go see what she's got. Very difficult to get a boat that is both stable and dry. There's always that bit of a trade-off, but this 605 Extreme is mind-blowing. It is equally as happy out on the ocean, at sea, as it is up a trout stream or in a lake. I love the fact that it's stable, I can walk on the sides, cast not a problem, but when I do tight turns, when there's chop, I don't get wet. how good is this sea deck? I love the teak look. It just gives it that beautiful finish, and the fact that it's so comfortable underfoot. I've got bare feet today. Sometimes we'll spend 12, 13 hours standing the whole day, and it's just so good for the ankles and knees. I also love the fact that it cleans really well. It doesn't absorb water. It is so silent underfoot when you're moving around, particularly if you've got those fish that can be a bit finicky. They don't hear you coming. And it just looks so good. The fact you've got all your logos in there as well, it literally puts the finishing touch on any boat. It's so easy just to creep along the edge of the weed here with the water snake, and looking at the Humminbird 360, I can actually see everything that's going on. Now it's telling me there's potentially a patch of squid about 5 meters in that direction. So all I do, use the water snake to maneuver towards it. Then when I get there, hit the anchor button and anchors away. I'm now gonna sit on the spot. It'll hold me here and I can go squidding. Well, I hope you enjoyed the walkthrough of the Extreme 605 centre console. It is an amazing rig. If you ever see us out on the water, make sure you come and say good day.